Hey guys, welcome back. Now let's shortly talk about the theory of how I like to talk about tactics. Now, I like to talk about the 5 steps to mastery. What are those 5 steps? Well, first step, very important, you need to learn a certain tactical theme or motive, right? You cannot just find a fork if nobody ever told you what a fork actually is. That's impossible. It would be the same as if you say to a kid, please calculate 9 plus 5, but you didn't explain them what addition actually means, right? They don't have the resources to actually solve that. So you need to learn a theme. That mostly is done passively. You get a book, you get some courses, or you get it with a coach that somebody teaches you, okay, look at this. This is a fork. That's how it works. And then you get to number 2. You have to solve a specific exercise, right? So when your coach teaches you how the skewer works, he will show you a position and say, please find now the skewer. And you will say, okay, yeah, that's actually the move. That's still pretty simple because usually it's really done just immediately after learning a theme and you have the hint, okay, you need to apply exactly that theme. But it helps, to do your first baby steps into finding this tactic. Then step number 3 would be to solve that exercise, but you don't know that you exactly have to find a skewer, right? You will just do a tactical session that's mostly done with a book or, for example, on leeches. We'll get to that later on. And then you just know there is a tactic, there is something that wins, there is a concrete move, but you don't know it's exactly a skewer, it's exactly a fork. And that is a little bit more difficult. Step number 4 is to do the same, but to not even know that there is a tactic. That would be, let's say there are some books where you just have to find the best move. But the best move could be something strategic or positional, what we talk about later on, right? So you don't even know that something concrete needs to work. So there might be a concrete idea, but maybe it's a tricky exercise and actually the concrete idea does not work and you need to just make a normal move, right? So you even have less information. And then step number 5 would be to find that exact tactic during the game. And that is then mastery. That's when we understood the theme, we learned the theme, and we can put it into practice when it counts the most. And just to make it clear, this whole 5 steps you will do not only once. It's not that just once you know what a skewer is, you can find it 7 moves ahead, right? There are different difficulties of positions, but in the same position, if you manage to find it first as a specific exercise, and then at the end you manage to find it in a game, then you ticked off basically that exact exercise and you're mastering it. And as you know before, we always need to constantly improve. We need to work on it. If not, we lose the ability to put it into the game. But then once we find an easy, let's say 1 move checkmate also in the game, we can move to 2 move checkmates, right? And then we can move to 3 move checkmates. And the same goes for any tactical theme you might learn. Okay, so these are the 5 steps. And now I will show you those 5 steps with some examples. And then we will go right to how to learn a theme, which books are the best, and how you should use those books, courses, in order to learn the themes in the best way possible. See you in the next video.